Kevin, we love a franchise that keeps on keeping on, don't we?
Oh, Odie.
I'm going to stop you right there, Kevin. The Predator franchise has had a bit of luck lately with Prey, which was What If Predators, but long ago. And then we had Predator Killer of Killers, which was animated and was What If Predators, but even longer ago, and also 3 stories. And now we have Predator Badlands.
Of course. And this is going to be followed up by the expected sequel, Predator Goodlands, in which a fledgling Yautja warrior must pull up his proverbial bootstraps and get into the ruthless jungle of commercial and residential real estate.
I can just imagine the for sale sign with the Predator doing the thumbs up, which he does in this movie when he cuts off a guy's arm and makes him do the thumbs up.
It's just a bunch of that random insect clicking, and then the subtitles on the bottom of the screen are there's ample floor space in this open room plan.
Now, I personally like every single movie in this franchise for the most part, but The Predator is, in my opinion, the weakest out of them all. Now, Kevin, why don't you explain in 60 seconds or less what's up with this outing for our freaky masked friend?
Odie, I have no idea what's going on in this movie. They get shot down in a spaceship dogfight, rip a hole in space-time, interrupt some sort of paramilitary operation, and lose a bracer to Boyd Holbrook and his Don Julio sponsorship before some government suits touch down, led by hard-ass and local Tums addict H.R. Yellen stuff, and that's just the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it is kind of almost too much and not enough all in the first 5 minutes.
Exactly.
And for your lovely review, your prize is a Revolutionary War pistol, just like Danny Glover got in Predator 2.
Yay! Bang, 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 bang. And here is a musket loader for you, Odie. May your aim be as true as dented lead, and your forearm be as ripped as the iconic Predator handshake scene from the first movie.
Kevin, how do you feel about the fact that we get to watch what is supposed to be the fiercest warrior in the galaxy hunt down a kid with autism, which is hands down my biggest complaint with this whole movie? It treats neurodevelopment disorders as either superpowers or character traits.
Yeah, I think Shane Black might actually think they are superpowers, Odie. Maybe he's off somewhere right now, trying and failing to properly reset a chess game that was knocked to the ground.
Do you love humor to this level in action movies? Because I think this movie takes it a little too far, and it feels like everyone in this is either there to make a joke or have a one-liner. So what did you think of the ragtag team that we follow in this one?
Okay. I think all of these actors are absolutely phenomenal in their own respect, and the collected works of successful movies that they have all done separately are indicative of that. But yes, I think this movie's scripts were obviously distributed in Comic Sans, as each of them becomes a parody of the character they could have been.
Did you also think that some of their deaths were a little, underwhelming?
Actually, Odie, I was happy to see that Shane Black got one thing right. These characters needed to die. Kill your darlings, baby!
I agree. I will admit I am super happy that nobody really makes it out alive. And it starts with the Irish guy getting his arm blown off. Then the 2 lovebirds shoot each other as they bleed out, pinned to trees. Followed by the second to last guy having his legs cut off. And then the last one just jumps into the engine. But, Kevin, do you agree that the dumbest death in this entire movie is Sterling K. Brown, who's phenomenal in this, shooting his own head off in a blink and you miss it moment?
I do agree. He is probably the one character I could have been happy seeing live in this movie. I mean, it's Sterling K. Brown. The man is a gift to cinema. Why didn't you use him more, Shane?
Yeah, I honestly think that was a huge missed opportunity. He is probably my favorite person in this movie, even if he is kind of an asshole.
Agreed.
I also want to talk about how the main character, McKenna, played by Boyd Holbrook, smuggled alien tech in his butt until he pooped it out. However, he ships a package of the Predator tech to Florida from Mexico, which would take at least 3 days. Don't ask me how I know that. Yet, he didn't poop until a day or two after he was captured. So that means he didn't poop for like over a week, and that can't be good for his health.
Well, Odie, the human digestive system simply wasn't built to handle Yautja technology. Not to mention that this is the invisibility ball thing, so it could have just been stealthing around in his intestine like some sort of camouflage sphere of, damn, I need a Tums.
It's honestly the opposite of Chris Traeger saying, stop pooping. This guy needs to poop more. If you'll let me, Kevin, I would like to highlight some of the lines in this movie that completely miss the mark.
Please, my good sir, do the honors.
At one point, McKenna says, I'm a sniper, just get me close. The whole point of a sniper is literally the opposite of that. They aren't supposed to get close to enemies. That's dumb.
Odie, I don't know if you've ever heard of 360 no-scoping, but the only way to do that is up close and personal.
That actually got me. That was good. That was a genuine chuckle.
Thank you.
That was good.
One of the guys says, get to the choppers, and there's just a bunch of Harley-Davidson motorcycles chilling outside this army base, and that line is bad. It's a bad riff on the OG.
Do you think Arnold Schwarzenegger was supposed to be in this movie initially?
Kevin, a little bit of sizzle. He was. This isn't a spoken line, but the middle school that the kid attends has the word STDs on the sign out front. And that's funny, but also kind of weird.
Capital STDS, Subterranean Technical Defense System?
For a middle school?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you also notice that the kid killed a guy and it's brushed over like nothing? I mean, he literally exploded his house.
Odie, this is referred to as the Kevin McAllister rule. When a kid kills someone in a movie, we just gloss over it and go get ice cream. Do you know how many times people should have died in the Home Alone franchise?
Yeah, it is kind of impressive that those guys didn't die when the paint can smacked him in the head, when they caught on fire, when they got electrocuted. Yeah, no, Kevin McAllister is a demon.
Exactly.
They also love to drop the R word in this movie and use it to describe a kid who has autism, which just feels like it's in poor taste, even if it's meant to be funny. Because guess what, Kevin? It isn't funny.
Maybe he was trying to take the word back, Odie. Maybe he's like, this is my word now, and I'm going to speak power to it. And then we're all like, Shane, stop knocking over all the chessboards that you see. You never put them back in the right order. Just stop, buddy.
Now, do you think that if they had brought in any of the actors from the previous ones, like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Danny Glover that we've mentioned, because originally Arnold Schwarzenegger was supposed to come back in this movie, but it was such a small cameo that he decided not to?
I feel like if we specifically got Arnold Schwarzenegger for the get to the choppers line and then he immediately died, and we got Danny Glover back just to keep everybody in line, because I swear to God it would be like herding cats in this film, that would have been perfect.
Which actually, this brings us to the big reveal at the end of the movie. And originally, I think the reveal was supposed to be Arnold Schwarzenegger in some kind of cryo sleep. But instead, we get something that I know you love, a Predator human power suit.
What the fuck do you think, Odie? I hated that suit. It's lame as hell.
You know, a lot of movies recently have been doing this whole, what if this thing had a power suit? It happened in Transformers Rise of the Beast, where the main character turns into like a mini Transformer with a power suit. And yeah, this is just stupid. The whole plot of this movie is that the Predator is trying to bring a power suit for humans to use to fight against predators?
Yeah, power suits are kind of like a deus ex machina of the modern age. A real machina ex machina, if you may.
Okay, so my final question for you is, what's your opinion on Olivia Munn in this movie? Because, you know, she's there and stuff.
Okay. I love Olivia Munn, but I think that she, Trevante Rhodes, and Sterling K. Brown are all criminally underutilized in this sci-fi action quip fest. I mean, come on, Shane!
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how he had a cast of this caliber, but in some ways they feel like they were a little wasted.
100% they were wasted. I don't know who convinced them to do this movie. Do they all have the same agent who happens to live next door to Shane Black?
Now, Kevin, that brings us to everyone's favorite part of these videos, fun facts.
Ooh!
Now, first up, in the research facility that Olivia Munn is at, we can see the spear from the first Alien vs. Predator movie in a glass case, because the Alien vs. Predator movies are canon in the Predator universe, but not the Alien universe, which we're going to see a little bit more of in Predator Badlands.
It's a real Schrodinger's spear scenario, Odie, huh?
Kevin, one of my favorite TV shows of all time is Psych, and there is a side character in that show called Buzz McNabb, and he is the bus driver for the army guys that get ripped apart by the Predator when the Predator does the thumb up through the little window thing, and that's Buzz McNabb from Psych.
So, Predator is canon in the Buzz McNabb universe, and Alien vs. Predator is canon in the Predator universe, but neither Buzz McNabb nor Alien vs. Predator are canon in the Alien universe.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Kevin.
Wonderful.
Speaking of Predator 2, Jake Busey's character is the son of his real-life father's character from Predator 2. So father and son off-screen, father and son on-screen, but just not on-screen together because the original Busey, he died in Predator 2.
This might be one of the few things that was done correctly with this one.
I was honestly really surprised when this was announced back when the movie came out. I thought that was kind of a fun little thing to do. A little underutilized because we'd only see him for like 5 minutes and then we never see him again. But he's good in those 5 minutes.
Yeah, a real tip of the Predator's cap, if you may.
And Kevin, my final fun fact is actually a question for you.
Yeah.
Can you guess the body count for this movie?
42.
Wow, you are kind of close. It's 58.
That's not even close.
No, it's not. I was just trying to be nice. Kevin, I'm going to end this video right here, right now, because I think we can both agree that the Predator is going into just
plain garbage.
We said it at the same time. Hey, everyone, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out Kevin and I's podcast, Unpop. Check out my video on the Spum universe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what movie you'd like to see Kevin and I cover in the future.